Good morning, students. I am going to describe about Quit India Act of 1784 in the lesson of Constitutional History of India. It contains amending Act of 1784, its causes, its provisions, its importance. Amending Act of 1784. In 1784, Pitt the Younger, the Prime Minister of England, soon after the assumption of his introductory appeal for the latter control of the Indian administration by England. The bill was passed and came to be known as the Pitt's India Act. Causes of the enactment. There were many causes responsible for the pages of this act. In the Regulating Act of 1773, there were many glaring defects which were necessary to be reformed by the British Parliament if the administration of the company was to run on some sound footing in India. In 1783, the different American colonies became quite independent of the British control, and naturally the English were worried that such an example would be followed by India. So it was thought proper to exercise more control over the affairs of the East India Company in India. Main provisions. The political and commercial activities of the company were now separated. The commercial functions were allowed to be performed by the board of directors, but for the supervision, direction, and control of the Indian government, a board of control was set up in England. Bombay and Madras were now definitely subordinated to the Governor General and his council. Act provided for the establishment of a special court for the better trial of the companies officially in England for offences. Warren Hastings fought many undecided wars. So, in order to prevent the succeeding Governor General from copying the examples of Warren Hastings, the Act laid down that henceforth the Governor General should take the permission of the Board of Control before making peace or declaring any war. Thus, the Pitt's India Act Board of Control, before making peace or declaring any war, thus the Pitt's India Act laid emphasis on the policy of non-intervention. Importance. Pitt's India Act is quite an important legislation because by it the real power in India passed from the directors to the British Parliament. The Board of Directors now remained as a mere shadow of its former existence. In actual practice, the Board of Control appointed by the British Parliament came to supersede both the Court of Proprieties and the Board of Directors. It could inspect the files of the company and issue instructions accordingly, which the directors of the company had to carry out. Moreover, the Pitt's India Act proved quite permanent and underwent little material changes till 1858. In that year, some changes were no doubt made as a result of the Great Rising of 1857, but still its fundamental principles remained almost the same.